Okay, now we continue. So we are discussing acidic strength of organic compounds. Now we are discussing the factor, the stability of conjugate base. The stability of conjugate base, where we are already discussed the inductive effect. Now we enter into the part of mesomeric effect. So we have already discussed the acidic strength of nitro group substituted phenols. Now we discuss methyl group substituted phenols. Acidic strength of methyl group substituted phenols. These are the compounds of phenol. It is an ortho-substituted compound. It is meta-substituted compound. It is a para-substituted compound. So now here normally the methyl group is said to be electron donating group. It forms the electron to the rest of the molecule through inductive effect. And here, other than the inductive effect, we can also think that hyperconjugation, because it is a methyl group connected to a carbon which is of double bond, which is having the double bond. So hyperconjugation is also considered in this system. That is, when a methyl group is connected to benzene ring, where the situation of hyperconjugation is also noticed. So what is hyperconjugation? So hyperconjugation. Hyperconjugation is also a kind of conjugation, or I can say it is a resonance, but it is referred as a no bond resonance. In this part of resonating structures, there is a no bond appeared between two atoms. That's why it is called no bond resonance. It is a kind of resonance where the sigma bonded electrons are also involved in conjugation. So far we have seen the conjugation, we have seen the resonance, where involvement of only pi bonded electrons or non-bonded electrons for the purpose of delocalization. But in this situation, the sigma bonded electrons is also involved. So it is a special kind of conjugation. Hyperconjugation, it is also called as no bond resonance. Now let me tell you how the hyperconjugation is noticed in the case of alkenes. We just take an alkene like a simplest alkene. A simplest alkene is ethane. In this, if suppose one of the hydrogen is replaced with methyl group, then we can find the situation. So here we have kept a alkyl group, that is methyl group. So in that situation, let me write methyl group in this manner. So now there is a conjugation between this sigma bond electrons to these p orbitals of the pi bond. So there is a conjugation, this happens. The sigma bond electrons is trying to conjugate with this pi bond. So it is a phenomena of conjugation between the sigma bond electrons to a p orbital of the pi bond, in this case, in the case of alkenes. So you can say it is a conjugation between sigma bond to a p orbital, a conjugation of sigma bond electrons to a p orbital. Of course, the p orbital of the pi bond, we can say. So in this way, if it is conjugated like this, we can write the respective resonating structure. So like this, the H plus is disconnected. So the hydrogen is disconnected. So here in this conjugation, the hydrogen is disconnected. There is a sigma bond electrons involved with the is to keeping the proton is away from the molecule. So like that there is a disconnection between carbon and hydrogen, that's why it is referred as a no bond resonance. So we can say that this methyl group is the position of alpha position, that is alpha hydrogen. The sigma bonded electrons of alpha hydrogen which involves in conjugation with a p orbital of the pi bond. So we can say it is a conjugation between sigma bond to a p orbital, sigma to p conjugation we can say. So this is a conjugation involves in order to stabilize this molecule. So in this situation, so here in this there is alpha carbon is having 3 hydrogens, so we get in this way totally 2 more structures. Other than this we get 2 more structures because of 2 more hydrogens. So I can say how many structures is written for this alkene? The alkene is nothing but a propene where the methyl group is said to be at alpha position to the double bond. So the alpha hydrogen, there are 3 alpha hydrogens are there. So as there are 3 alpha hydrogens, so we can able to write 3 more resonating structures which are referred as a no bond resonance structures or hyperconjugation structures. So if suppose you are taking another compound, like we just take a situation, we put here CH3 and here also CH3. That means this is alpha hydrogen carbon, this is also alpha carbon. That means totally we have 6 alpha hydrogens. In this case we have 6 alpha hydrogens. So we get totally this kind of structures of 6. So 6 no bond resonating structures is noticed. So the number of no bond resonating structures will be more here because more number of alpha hydrogens. So like this we can able to give order of stability among the alkenes. It is the simplest alkene. It doesn't have any alpha carbon. So no question of hyperconjugation, no question of no bond resonating structures. It is the next one where we have 1 alpha carbon, there are 3 alpha hydrogens, that makes there are, other than this one, we have 3 more no bond resonating structures. So the phenomenon of hyperconjugation is appeared here. But when you consider this molecule, there are 2 alpha carbon atoms, each alpha carbon have 3 hydrogens, totally 6 hyperconjugation structures can be written for this. So like that we can give order of stability among alkenes. So let me write one more alkene, a substituted alkene. Here one more CH3 is substituted. Now we have not only 2 third alpha carbon, 1, 2, 3 more alpha carbons we have, each alpha carbon have 3 hydrogens, totally 9 alpha hydrogens are there. So we have 9 hyperconjugation structures because of 9 alpha hydrogens. So if we take more substituted, highly substituted ethene, that means each and every hydrogen of ethene is substituted with methyl group. So in this case we have 4 alpha carbons and totally 12 alpha hydrogens, that means we get 12 hyperconjugation structures. So based on the number of resonating structures, of course it is a no bond resonating structures, the stability of the molecule is considered. That means we have simplest alkene, the methyl substituted alkene, 2 methyl group substituted alkene, 3 methyl group substituted alkene of simplest ethene and 4 methyl group substituted ethene. So we can say the number of resonating structures, no bond resonating structures increases from here to there and there to here. That's why this is the most stable compound. This is a compound having more no bond resonating structures. So this compound is stabilized more because where the energy of the system is very low comparatively. So in this way the no bond resonance or hyperconjugation, which is nothing but a conjugation between sigma bonded electrons, of course, of alpha carbon to the p orbital of a pi bond, sometimes a p orbital of a vacant, that happens in the case of carbocations. So which is helpful to explain the stability of alkenes and also explain the stability of carbocations. So if we take carbocation, for example, suppose if we take a carbocation like methyl carbocation, it is a carbon, doesn't have any other carbon, we cannot say there is no more, there is no alpha carbons. It is a simplest carbocation. Now, if suppose one of the hydrogen is replaced by methyl group, then I can say this is alpha carbon. Here it is having 3 alpha hydrogens. Then hyperconjugation is noticed in this way. So it is a sigma bonded electrons of alpha carbon that involves conjugation with vacant p orbital. It is nothing but what? It is nothing but a vacant p orbital. So it involves conjugation with a p orbital, of course, which is a vacant because it is a carbocation. So once again, there is a conjugation of sigma bonded electrons to a p orbital, which will be vacant in the case of carbocations. In the case of alkenes, it is a p orbital of the pi system, pi bonded electrons. So like that, we have the structures we can write here: CH2, double bond CH2, H plus. So in this way, we get the structure. So there is no connectivity between carbon and hydrogen while writing the resonance. There is no bond resonance. So it is called no bond resonance, otherwise hyperconjugation. The hyperness, in order to provide some conjugation structure. In order to have the conjugation, there is a hyperness by alpha hydrogen sigma bonded electrons. So this hyperconjugation is considered in this case to think about a strict strength of the methyl substituted phenols. So order of stability among the carbocations based on this hyperconjugation, we can give this is the simplest carbocation. Let me consider one of the hydrogen is replaced by CH. So 2 hydrogens are replaced by CH. Then I can write this one. If all hydrogens are replaced by methyl, so these are the methyl groups substituted. So we can see it is methyl carbocation, it is ethyl, you can see it is isopropyl, it is a tertiary butyl carbocation. So here we have 3 alpha hydrogens, here we have 3 alpha hydrogens, here we are having 2 alpha carbons, here 6 alpha hydrogens. Here we are having 3 alpha carbons, each carbon having 3 hydrogens, that's why 9 hyperconjugate structures. So the more hyperconjugate structure is possible for this, so it is stabilized by hyperconjugation. So the order of stability will be like this. So the stability of carbocations, the stability of alkenes is explained by hyperconjugation. Okay, now as you are clear about hyperconjugation, it is a double bond and to that the methyl group is added. That means there is a situation of hyperconjugation. So what kind of electronic factors will be noticed here? So here it is a methyl group which is of sp3 hybridized carbon, whereas this carbon is sp2 hybridized carbon. So there is a difference of electronegativity. So there is a bumping of electron via the sigma bond. So that is referred as inductive effect. So that inductive effect is common. I can say the inductive effect or positive inductive effect is appeared in all the situations. But we can say it is maximum here because it is very near to the OH group. But in this case it is low. So the gap, the distance between the methyl and OH groups is increases. So that makes the inductive effect is diminished. So inductive effect is the passage of the flow of electrons along the saturated along the sigma bonds. So which is appeared up to 3 sigma bonds. Beyond that it will be diminished like that. That's why as this is closer to this, inductive effect is max here and inductive effect is minimum here because it is away from hydroxy group. And other than that, the hyperconjugation is going to be noticed. Similar to resonance, so this hyperconjugation is noticed only for ortho and para, but not meta. Because whenever some resonance with reference to meta position, that won't hit the group. So I want to say that hyperconjugation is noticed in the case of ortho and para. It is hyperconjugation. Here also there is hyperconjugation, but here no question of hyperconjugation. So hyperconjugation phenomena will send the electron, will pump the electron. The methyl group pump the electrons through process of hyperconjugation to this carbon, That is possible in the case of ortho-substituted phenol and para-substituted phenol, but not in the methyl group. Is ultimately electron donating, whether it is injective effect or hyperconjugation. Definitely we can say that the methyl substituted phenols are less acidic compared to phenol, because whenever electron donating groups are there, the respective conjugate base is going to be destabilized, because they pump the electron and electron density over conjugate base is increased. That makes it is going to be less stable. So no doubt the more stick strength is going to be for unsubstituted phenol. So if suppose if we say 1, 2, 3 and 4, the order of acidity will be 1 will be highest. The next goes to meta position, because here only one effect is helping to donate the electron to the benzene system, only negative effect. That's why we can take 1 and then 3. And then case we can consider the ortho and para. But here inductive effect is very high. Hyperconjugation is common in both the situations. Hyperconjugation, it doesn't reflect with reference to gap. The gap between OH and methyl group. Whatever the distance, it will move freely because it is a conjugation along the pi bonded system. Okay, that's why there is no question of the gap doesn't matter in the case of conjugated system. So I think as for inductive effect, the electron pumping will be maximum here. That means it is more destabilizing its conjugate base. So it is the last one. So you have the 4 and the least one is 2. So this is order of acidic strength in the case of methyl substituted phenol. So we have the electronic factors, inductive effect, mesomeric effect and hyperconjugation. These three effects normally helpful to think about electron distribution in an individual molecule and able to say the polarity of that molecule. Okay, now let me take an example, a phenol system only. The phenol system is a phenol. Here let me put NO2 group at ortho para position and I am taking a para substituted nitrophenol. I just taken para substituted nitrophenol. This is it, nitro group, this is also nitro group. Now they introduced methyl groups. In one situation they introduced methyl groups at meta position. In another situation, the two methyl groups are introduced to ortho position. Okay. So in these two compounds, which one is the more acidic? Otherwise, which one is, in which case the respective conjugate base is stabilized. What is conjugate base of phenol? That is a phenoxide. So now, I want to say here, let us first analyze what is the influence of NO2 group in this group, in these two examples. So NO2 group is normally electron withdrawing group through inductive effect, even through resonance also, through resonance. So here the resonance is applied in this way, that means it is withdraws the electron, then this pi bond electrons is delocalized like that. And this system will comes here and we get a positive charge here, that makes these electrons going to be involved. So there is a conjugation of NO2 group whenever substituted para position, that is going to hit these electrons over oxygen. So that makes the bond polarity going to be increased. So the acidic nature supposed to be increases. So this kind of conjugation, so no doubt in this compound the conjugation is noticed because it is at para position. So I can say plus alpha. But what about that positive resonance effect in this situation? In this situation, the positive resonance effect is going to be not operated. Why? We can say it is because of some steric factor. It is because of the interaction between the groups. There are some methyl groups which are placed at meta position. So they are very nearer to this NO2 group. So there will be interaction between these groups. So NO2 group is having 3 atoms, nitrogen, 2 more oxygen, like that. But OH is having only oxygen hydrogen, is smaller one. So if you compare the size of OH and NO2, the NO2 group is a bigger one. So that's why this NO2, there is a scope having the interaction in terms of steric interactions with adjacent groups. The methyl groups which are very closer to NO2 group, that interactions will make the conjugation of NO2 group to the system will be diminished. Because of this interaction, van der Waals interaction, the bond is simply rotated in such a way. This bond is going to be rotated, then there is no more conjugation and there is no more taking of double bond character between carbon and nitrogen of NO2 group. Okay, that is called inhibition of the resonance. That means you can understand like this. Suppose there is we have NO2 group. This is the NO2 group. Here it is a Benzian system. It is having the p orbital. So here the NO2 is also having the pi bond. That means here it is also having the p orbital. Okay. So this is the system of nitrobenzene. So in this case, if suppose these p orbitals aligned parallel to one to another, then only there is a scope of conjugation. Suppose they aligned in parallel manner, then only there is a scope of conjugation. The conjugation of that means the pi bond electrons of NO2 group, this pi bond of NO2 group will make conjugation with pi bonds of the benzene. As long as the p orbitals of benzene system and p orbitals of NO2 group will be aligned or parallel one to another. But because of there is another group at meta position, this is a group. This group have interaction with this NO2 group. That means this bond will be rotated. The sigma bond will be rotated and there is no more question of conjugation. So there is no more resonance exhibited by NO2 group. So that is called as a steric inhibit resonance. This phenomenon is called as a SIR effect. The SIR effect means the steric inhibit resonance. The steric effect of these two groups, the steric nature is exhibited by NO2 and this group will have the interaction and make it to the bond will be rotated and conjugation will be minimized. Conjugation is getting diminished. That is called as steric inhibit resonance effect. And because of this steric inhibit effect, it is normally happens whenever the group, that is the group is a bigger one, and whenever it is having some other group like whatever the group, methyl or halogen, whatever it may be, this kind of steric inhibit resonance will be noticed. And this effect is also called as ortho effect. Ortho effect, because in order to diminish the resonance, a group, particular group is just adjacent to that particular group. That means at ortho position to that group. The methyl group is at the position of ortho position to this NO2 group. So whenever any group is substitute ortho position to that nitro group, then this resonance will be inhibited. So it is called as a steric inhibit resonance and also called as ortho effect. The impact of inhibition of resonance happens whenever a group is substituted ortho position. That's why that is also called as ortho effect. So in this way, there is no question of this kind of resonance in this compound. So there is only the minus A effect is operated by NO2. So now based on that, you can say that the NO2 group is supposed to going to dictate the acidic strength of the phenols. We have methyl groups also. The role of methyl group is comparatively less. The role of NO2 group is more to alter the acidic strength of the phenol. So as the role of NO2 will not be here, the role of NO2 is no more because of steric inhibit resonance, because of ortho effect. That's why we just consider that there is no question of conjugation of NO2 to the system. There is no question of positive. What effect it is? It is called minus effect. Sorry, it is withdrawing group only. NO2 group is withdrawing. That means there is no more negative resonance effect. So that makes here withdrawing is applied, so the respective conjugate base is stabilized. But in this case, no question of withdrawing group through resonance. So what we can say, the conjugate base is not going to be stabilized. So that's why the second compound is more acidic than the first compound.